Yolo, guys, it's your boy Found Popcorn, Popcorn 798 here with, well, I say my first reaction. This is like more my fourth or fifth attempt trying to do a reaction video without YouTube going, you can't do it, kind of thing. Now I've tried following the guide. I followed the guidelines, put it down in 10 minutes. I tried to react to Stranger Things, and I put it under like 10 minutes, like it says. Spoke over, did a commentary on it as well, and it just wouldn't allow it at all. So here I am, and the thing I watch most of all is this stuff. It's creepy videos of ghosts and stuff caught on camera, and I like watching them. I've nowhere near watched most of them. Obviously, there's loads and loads and loads you get on YouTube now. The biggest thing, am I a believer of ghosts and stuff? Most of the time. But there are some things that make me go, is that true or is that not true? And I think the best way we can discover this is if we watch it together and have a little discovery. If you're new to the channel, guys, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and of course, hit that bell icon as well to stay up to date whenever I release a new video. And without further ado, let's get straight into this. Let's turn it down a bit.
7 creepy videos of ghosts caught on camera. Hey, what's up guys? Mr. Top 7's back at you with a fresh Halloween video. Before we kick things off, our previous video reached a like goal of over 3,000 likes. If this video hits over 4,000 likes, we'll cover even more ghostly topics. P.S. We'll be including the links to the full videos in the description, so if you're interested, make sure and check their stuff out. With that said, let's get started. 'Tis the time to get a little bit spooky, and what better way to ring in the scares than with some truly disturbing footage. Security cameras and CCTV provide businesses and residential owners with peace of mind, or at least peace of proof. When the cameras are rolling, things are always sure to get a little bit strange. Although it's possible to fake some of the footage, even the most skeptical will agree, these clips give us some major questions. From strange occurrences, ghostly apparitions, and unexplained situations, today, let's look at 7 of the absolute creepiest things to be caught on camera. Number 7, the ghost of the Wingate Hotel. We'll be honest, this one could have definitely been set up, but we've got some serious doubts at the same time. Honestly, it could be CGI or just trickery, but this video of staff security investigating a room that had been receiving complaints because guests had been hearing screaming sounds is still a pants-wetting experience nonetheless. According to the hotel manager, this second floor room, number 209 to be specific, has a history of receiving strange noise complaints. But this is the only documented example. He also firmly swears there's no editing or dishonesty involved, which makes the terrifying screams coming from the empty room extra unsettling.
I hear that scream.
Personally, I'm not sure what to think, but the guy definitely has some balls to be going in there alone.
Yeah,
Number 6, the child.
I wouldn't go in there. Now, I'm not a scaredy cat. I'm not. There's only a couple of things I'm scared of. Spiders being the main thing, and heights being the second thing. Those are the 2 things that and maybe clowns for the third. But top 2 is spiders and heights. And I still wouldn't, if I hear a haunting ghost kind of thing go, I would not go in there. Oh, no, it's not something you would do. I mean, what would you do, guys, do in that situation? I mean, I personally would just do a whole beeline. I mean, you can tell that doesn't sound like a normal scream. A normal scream is like, kind of thing. But me, no.
Haunting. Okay, so technically this isn't a security camera at all. In fact, it's an intentional exposition piece put together by a local news outlet. However, the voyeuristic peek into this uncomfortable and potential possession certainly feels just as fly on the wall as any CCTV clip we've come across. The child, for backstory, has said to have been visited by a dead friend who passed away 4 years prior. The ghost, which is said to be dressed in a white top, black pants, and black watch, constantly stalks the child. As the boy sits in a chair and stands against a wall, it appears an invisible body throws him around the room.
Ooh. No, I haven't seen this.
And even appearing to lift him sideways.
Oh.
Whether or not the kid is an actor simply trying to fool us, we'd definitely be out of there pretty quick.
Some of that looked real. I mean, the sitting in the chair, that could easily be pulled by a string, personally. You have to get me harder to believe than that. String, someone in the background or someone behind the camera just pulling it, maybe something along those lines. But when he was standing up against that wall, now that looked like he was getting yanked by the leg. Then let's have a little rewatch on that, guys. I mean, this one here, I mean, hang on.
Against a wall, it appears an invisible body throws him around the...
That to me looks like he's getting pulled by this chair is being pulled by like a bit of wire or something. Personally, but the next bit definitely that bit there looks
whether
like
or not the kid is an actor.
That looked like he was getting yanked there personally. So maybe to me, half of that could be real. I mean, it might all be real, but that's my own personal thought. Let me know what you think of each and every single one of these videos, guys, and what you think is real or not real. Do you think that was pulled by the wire, or could it really him being yanked backwards in the chair by some invisible force? Now, like I said, I believe most things when it comes to ghosts, and I do believe in ghosts, poltergeists, and all that stuff. I was raised around that kind of belief. I was raised around that. So I'm very wary when it comes to video evidence and video proof, if it's real or not real. I'm more, could it not? Because it's very easy to fake that kind of stuff. Very, very, very easy. So I'm going to be quite wary. I can't say words today. I'm going to be very cautious in my reactions to some of these. I'm going to be, maybe. Well, anyway, let's carry on.
Trying to fool us, we'd definitely be out of there pretty quick.
I would be out of there
the
on
Manchester haunting. Let's face it, working late sucks. We've all had to pull an all-nighter now and again, and the same apparently can be said for ghosts. This finance and PR firm office block complex, located in Manchester at Castlefield House, was recording security footage as normal late one night when security personnel noticed a whole shitload of weird things happening, such as papers flying across the room.
Now that is just... How do you explain that? That is just... That one I do believe. I mean...
Doors and cabinets slamming shut. Body-shaped shadows zipping across the walls. And chairs flying across the room like a pissed-off stockbroker at the end of the sale. This specific clip has been a source of heated debate over its validity since first appearing online in 2012. Number 4, the ghost of...
I'm gone on that one, guys. I'm not staying around. I'm not hanging. I'm gone.
Carlisle Castle. This ghost either loves or hates red wine, but either way, it's been one hell of a nuisance for Peter Bradbury, the licensee of the Carlisle Castle Hotel, located in Newtown, Sydney. Apparently, this place has had an ongoing issue with bottles and glasses crashing to the floor, with absolutely nobody near the area when it happens. Occurring so frequently, they've actually reached out to their customers and paranormal investigators in hopes of figuring it out.
No, what I thought. Ooh, did you see it right there, guys? Right there.
Capturing the alleged haunting on camera, a wispy apparition moves across the camera as wine bottles and glasses fly out of their holsters onto the ground below. While it could be the vibrations of a nearby motor, believers insist that we're seeing something much, much more devious. Number 3.
Nah. For me... Some of that, yes, maybe. I mean, maybe the falling of the glass where you see the... Honestly, again, if that was even just a little trick and that guy didn't know, I'd still be shit scared. I'd be jumping out my skin right there, guys. But to me, looking at this from a viewer perspective, it doesn't look kind of real. I mean, the bar bit, at the beginning bit, yes, that does no. That's not provoked. That just fell on its own accord. But the second bit, I think that could have maybe been a trick. Someone pushing the bottles down behind the counter, maybe. You don't get to see the other side of it. With the glass, the little glass there, you see at the beginning, you can see the whole rant, and it just fell by itself. But the second bit, I think that could have been faked, personally.
The teabag trickster. Security footage from a United Kingdom nutrition center shows a man browsing in an aisle, all while unknowing to the floating box of tea that hovers in the air just behind him.
No, stop. No. That is definitely held up by string. That in no way do you get floating things usually. No.
Before he even notices, a second box crashes to the floor, finally spooking the man and us half to death. However, this is the only one on our list that has a definitive answer. It's actually disappointingly a hoax. Performed by a pair of magicians named Barry and Stewart, the stunt was pulled for a UK show called The Happenings, specifically for an episode entitled Haunted Town. Oh well, we wanted to believe anyways. Number 2, The Ghost of Gettysburg. While the last clip may not
I knew straight from the beginning, not gonna happen. You don't really get floating things, and this is a really paranormal, really haunted place. You'll get that kind of stuff, but even then, it's a no-go. I mean, there's half the stuff you see in movies where things are floating. Not really a thing in real life. Ghost haunting things. It's not a thing you really see. From my perspective anyway, from my own personal experiences, I have had my own personal experiences with ghosts, guys, and I'll get into a full story of my own personal experience I've had in another video, guys, if you're interested. But general rule of thumb, things don't usually float from my personal perspective. Alright, things don't usually float. That's, for me, is a general fake and a hoax kind of a thing, personally.
Have been real. This clip is regarded by some to be some of the most legitimate potential proof that ghosts actually may exist. Filmed by Delia and Tom Underwood at the Gettysburg, Pennsylvania Triangular Field in November of 2001, the clip shows some ghastly ghost-like images going up into and around the trees.
There's another spark. You see what I'm saying?
Although the possibility of lens flaring or trickery is of course possible, it's been a ghost hunter's favorite, and was even featured on The Maury Show after the couple was contacted by producers. It's certainly something to see, and hard to argue that things look pretty...
Now, I'll be gone. I would not be hanging around. I'll be running while recording. I'll probably even forget the camera, guys. I'll be gone. And that kind of stuff, nah.
Well, real. Although it's unclear what we're actually seeing, it's been delivering chills for over 15 years. Number 1,
give me the chills personally, but that still makes me go, nah. Now, if I was in that situation, I'd be gone. I would not be hanging around. If I saw something in the woods like that, I'd be out of there. Don't do well in dark areas, guys. I mean, there's something like that. There, I'm gone.
The store haunting. The following clip is said to be actual CCTV footage inside a Mexican Blockbuster store. We see a worker stacking videos after hours, which seems like a typical night, but suddenly we notice his cart starts to move on its own.
Yeah, this one I do believe. It's hard to fake CCTV.
After dismissing it as nothing,
it can be done, but it is not easy to do that.
He gets back to work stacking his videos on the shelf, but almost as if a devious spirit is playing with him, videos begin to fall from the shelf again. At this point, I think I would probably be shitting my pants.
Yeah,
but the worker hears the commotion and he comes back to find the video on the floor. Being the tough guy that he is, he simply puts it back on the shelf and continues his work, but more begin to fall.
Now, at this moment, I wouldn't be scared. I would be a bit, but I wouldn't be scared.
As he starts to realize something strange is happening, he calls the quits and makes a dash towards the exit. Although the authenticity has never been verified, the video is pretty clear and doesn't really appear to be edited, leaving us with some unanswered questions that might just keep you up at night. Thanks for watching Interesting Tops.
That was an interesting video. Now, some of that I generally believed. Some made me go, no, as you guys have heard. And the last one, that one is definitely, for me personally, that's definitely not a hoax. That one definitely is real personally. Now, if it is a hoax and that is just some guy playing a trick on us, then well done to him for making that believable. But as it stands, I do believe that one. I mean, you see his reaction on the face. It wasn't faked. At first, it's like, oh, it's probably nothing. And then as it went on, you can see him getting more and more spooked out. And then he just goes, nah, screw that. In that situation, I'll be kind of similar. I will be, nah, it's nothing. And then eventually I'll just let go, no. Because I know not to mess around with that kind of stuff. I know not to mess with paranormal kind of stuff. I know that. It's not something you go messing around with unless you're experienced, one of these experienced ghost hunters. And even then, you should not mess around with it. Because usually it will end badly. For you. Or for me, whoever's... No, you don't do it. Well, guys, anyway, that was my first proper, hopefully, reaction video of the channel. Don't worry, I will still be doing my gameplays. Don't worry, I will still be playing my Total War and all that stuff. But I want to bring something else to the channel, something, you know, that's easy to upload, quick few minutes to record. Because doing these recordings, I have to. It takes me a while to do it. With these, it's just quick, record, react, upload. So I'll be doing these maybe like twice a week, maybe. I'm not too sure yet. Whatever you guys want to see. And guys, remember, if you've got any suggestions of what you want me to react to, let me know down below. Now, I won't watch every single one because I do watch YouTube here and there quite a bit. So if it's a video that I've already seen, that I most likely won't react to it. I'm sorry, but that's my general rule of thumb. I want to bring a fresh reaction for you guys. If that science videos you wanted me to react to, I love science, guys. Whatever you want, just let me know down below, guys. And if you enjoyed this first reaction video, again, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new, turn that red button glare for me, guys, and of course, just hit that bell icon as well. And until next time, guys, stay popping.